you guys doing? Hello, hello. I'm gonna fix my stuff. I broke my other monitor, so I got a new monitor, and then I plugged it in, and then it started acting all funky, but it turns out it was the USB. Um, so I don't think it's the problem. I'm gonna move me over. I don't know why I'm way over there. Um, I think the problem with it was just the USB because it doesn't seem to be acting up anymore. It was the wildest thing because I think I bought a new one and then let me fix the camera. I think I bought a new one, but they gave me a reused one or one that's already been used, so that was kind of weird. Um, I'm gonna wait a little bit and see if more people show up so I can kind of tell y'all what happened. Um, but right now I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm still getting over it. I'm still a little sick. I know I might draw a little bit just to pass the time a little bit, but I don't know. I don't know how much I can stream today. Uh, biggest reason is because I gotta watch my little girl, my little baby. Right now I have someone watching her, but I don't think she's gonna watch her for longer than 30 minutes. So maybe that's all I got. It's time to hydrate. Let me see if I can get some of the music on. It feels so bland without music. Let's see. There we go. Maybe it's still messing up? No, it doesn't look like it's messing up. If it is, I'm gonna have to return it, which I'm kind of sad about. There we go, there's the music. A little bit of scuff, mostly because I haven't streamed in a little bit. Sometimes it's easy when you stream and then you continue streaming. Hello, Mission Silo, how are you doing? I hadn't streamed in a little bit, so I'm kind of scuffy right now. Also being sick. It's pretty bad. I'm doing okay now, by the way. I know you specifically asked me how I was doing. It's okay. I'm glad. Glad it's not too bad. You're living? That's good. That's good. I mean, I guess that's good. I don't know if that's great though. Okay, so I'll just kind of like talk about what happened. Sickness, yeah, it was bad. So, it was really weird. I want to say about a week ago. I don't know if it was about a week ago. I don't know. My days are all messed up, and I'll tell y'all why here in a bit. Because like my mind is all messed up. It's all over the place. So I think about a week ago. I think it was last Friday. I got sick. In the middle of the night, like I got a fever, and I was up with fever and chills, but then it went away. Still need a side profile mascot. I have to draw you one. I don't have one, but if I will make you one. I will draw you one up. I'm okay now, but I'm gonna kind of go over like what happened. So like Friday, I had the fever and chills that night, and then I woke up and I was fine. Everything was fine. So I actually went to work. I didn't have much sleep, but I was fine. So I worked through the day, and then for like 1 or 2 days after that, yeah, I'll have to make you one. I'm sorry. 1 or 2 days after that, I I got sick again. And I don't know, it was kind of weird because the first time, like, I don't drink a lot of soda, but the first time I got fever and chills, I drank like part of, like, I think I drank half a soda. And then the second time I got sick, I also drank some soda. And it was to keep me up because I think the second time I got sick was after my last stream, which was a long stream. I mean, it was like 4 hours. Towards the end of it, I said, man, I'm not feeling good. So then I went to lay down, and then after that, everything just like tumbled down. It was bad. So I got fever and chills, and but my fever wouldn't let up, or I think it was fine that night, and then the next day I felt like I was sick, like completely. I want to say yes. So I laid pretty much on the couch all day next day. I was so sick. And then my temperature wouldn't let up, and it started to scare me. So I ended up like with I ended up with like 103 fever. So I think it was like 103.5, I think is the max that I saw it. And at that point, I'm freaking out because online it says you should really go to the doctor about 103. So I think 104 is the max that you really shouldn't let it go. But I was kind of freaking out by this time because it kept going up. My temperature was not going down. I mean, I did everything. I took a shower. I took a bath, took a shower. I tried to do things that would cool it down, and it would work temporarily, but then it would shoot right back up. And so, yeah, at one point I was like, look, my mind was all over the place. I was fuzzy. I was like worried that my brain wasn't interpreting things right. I mean, it was weird. I was so sick, like to the point that I didn't even know what was going on. So then, I had my brother basically take me to the emergency. I went to an emergency clinic. Excuse me. So I went to an emergency clinic, and so I had taken some medicine that I had, but apparently I didn't take enough because they gave me like 2 or 3 times the dose that I was taking, and it finally kicked the fever. But then they prescribed me a bunch of stuff to get over it, and then they tested what I had, and apparently I had type A flu, which is like the worst one. There's like 3 or 4 different kinds of flu. Type A is the one that like it mutates really bad, and then it also like animals can contract it. It's really weird because like most flu like it's just human flu. So, needless to say, I got like really sick. But then I think after I went to the doctor and I got the right medication, I was fine. But I was laid out for like, I don't know, like 3 days straight. I think I was sick for like, I mean, I didn't do anything. I just laid there, fell asleep or laid there for like, I think it was like 3 days straight. So that was crazy. Oh no, yeah, patient 0. It was bad. But I think after that was done. Now, I mean, yesterday I was feeling a little better. Like, so when I would feel a little better, I would post things. Like on New Year's, I tried to post, or like I would try to post stuff, but like really, I didn't feel very good. Today is probably the first day that I feel like perfectly. I mean, I don't want to say perfectly. I feel fine. Like I can go to places, I can go do things now. But like, I would say prior to today, yesterday I was kind of getting over it, but I still like needed rest. Today, I feel like I still kind of like I still hear congestion and I have a cough, but it's not bad. So yeah, I think I'm finally getting over it, which thanks for the medication. That's pretty much helped me get past all this. So that's my I got sick story, and it was bad, and I survived. Maybe I should rename this stream to I survived, not I was sick and it was bad. I'm a survivor. But I don't know when I'm gonna be able to stream. So another aspect of it is my daughter might be getting a little bit. I mean, she's kind of handling it better. She's off and on got a little bit sick. She is not taking it on as bad as I am, or as I did. So I'm still taking care of her. Um, while she's sick, and so I may not be able to stream until everything's all figured out. But right now, I wanted to do a quick stream to let y'all know kind of what's going on and how I'm feeling, and what's, I want to go back to streaming again. I want to get back to doing some art streams, and then also like some other games. I know I was playing a lot of WoW, but I do want to get back into streaming. I want to do some more stuff, but I just don't know if I can at this moment, because it's kind of a little bit up in the air. So as far as like that, I think that's pretty much it. That's pretty much everything I wanted to say. I am working on videos. I am working on other art and other art videos, but as far as like anything else, I haven't really lagged out. I lagged out. Well, I'm drinking water too. Hopefully it wasn't too bad of a lag. Basically what I was saying was, I would like to get back to streaming, but I can't because I got to take care of my baby. She's kind of sick. I don't want to say she's full on sick like I was. Like I said, she kind of gets a fever, and then like now the fever will go away, and then she's fine, and then she's like crawling around. She's like still a little heathen. I mean, she's not too terribly bad. I mean, otherwise she'd just be like just laying there and crying, and she's just like having a good time. So I mean, I just got to keep an eye on her and watch her and make sure she's okay. But she doesn't seem to be having any like bad reactions or complications. Trying to think of anything else. Like I said, I'm working on videos. I'm working on some art videos. One that I've been wanting to push out for a while. I just need to finish the art. I haven't finished all of the art that I wanted to do for the video. And then I still need to do the video about the 3 legendary birds as humans. Because I know y'all voted on that a long time ago. When was that? That was a while ago, wasn't it? I'm gonna look it up. That was like a month ago. Which, let me see, actually might have been over a month ago. No, it was about a month ago. Y'all voted for the legendary birds, which I do want to do, but like, I don't know why. I think it's just I've been trying to stream more, and I guess I haven't really doing a lot of art streams, and maybe I've just taken a break on art. I'm also working on some other art projects. Like, I think I told some of y'all I'm making a new VTuber model. And I'm trying to figure out how I want it to animate, and I want to make it even better animation than this one. I'm wanting to like actually really make it look really good if I can. As you know, like I feel like this one I spent a lot of time in, but the next one I'm definitely gonna spend a lot of time and like focus on really working it and making it look good. So That's a whole other project that I'm kind of working on little bit by little bit, but that one might take me a little bit to do. I'm learning how to cook and actually enjoying it. So yeah, that's awesome, Mission Silo. I I've done some cooking. Actually, I thought that would be kind of fun too. Would be like a cooking stream or maybe a cooking video would be kind of fun. Or like a baking probably. It wouldn't be cooking. It'd probably be more like baking, like cookies or something, like decorating cookies. I don't know. I don't know if I'm any good at like decorating like cakes or anything or cookies, but I kind of want to try it and I would like to do a video on it. I think it'd be fun. Um, but yeah, I actually like enjoy cooking if I get if I get the chance to. A lot of times I eat at my parents' house because my dad's always cooking food. He cooks a lot of food, so I go to my dad's a lot, and we eat a lot of his good cooking. But I do like to cook. Well, man, I wish I was feeling better though. Vegan food. You're stuck with vegan food? Vegan. Okay, I'm gonna tell you this. Vegan food does not make you lose weight. Not always. Protein is really what makes you lose weight. I'm just being honest with you. Vegan food is packed a lot with sugars, especially like carbohydrates with because a lot of vegetables and a lot of fruits have a lot of carbs in them. And believe it or not, I mean, not all vegetables do, but a lot of vegetables do. If you want to lose weight, you eat a lot of protein. If you want to continue to do vegan, then get supplemental protein, because protein is what makes you lose weight. The more protein you eat, the more weight you'll lose. I'm telling you, if you can drink or eat your body weight in protein. Lentils are high in, I think, fat. Let me look it up. So I actually had a friend who became, and I'm just being honest, like, I'm anti-vegan. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, y'all might hate me, and I had a friend who became vegan. And when she became vegan, she gained a lot of weight. A lot of weight. And she lost all her weight when she got off of being vegan. And I think there are appropriate ways of doing it. I just don't believe it's really the way to lose weight. You'll lose a lot of muscle mass while being vegan, because your body needs a lot of protein. So, okay, let me rephrase. I'm anti-vegan. Really thought they were. I think lentils have a lot of fat in them. Yeah, lentils, oh, they're very low in fat. Never mind. I mean, you can, but I mean, the amount, so like, let's say I'm gonna look it up. Lentils protein. So 9 grams and half a cup. So you'd have to eat a lot of lentils to like, lentils provide significant amount of protein in half a cup. But they are incomplete proteins. That's right. That's what it is. They're incomplete proteins. So they're not true protein. So, okay. And animal meat has 100% their protein. Like if you eat animal, if you eat like chicken, for instance, chicken is 100% complete protein. But if you take in like, by the way, I have to say this, like, I am not a nutritionist. I used to be a personal trainer. I used to train people. I've been in the industry of the health industry for a while. But I'm not a nutritionist, and I cannot tell you what to eat per se, but I'm going to tell you, lentils are high in protein, but they are incomplete. You have to complete the protein. So, like, if it's incomplete, your body is not going to utilize it. Because I looked this up one time. Let me see. Income. Because so you need all 9 amino acids so that your body can complete the protein. Now, the way that you can do veganism, I still eat pork, beef, and stuff. Okay. It's cool. I'm learning. Hey, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to dock you. I'm just trying to, and I'm really, I don't know why I'm going into this. So basically, like, I try to keep meat to a minimum because I don't know what I'm doing yet. Okay. The cleanest meat you can eat is chicken, because chicken is very low in fat. Like chicken breast. If you eat, I'm not talking about. I mean, you can eat all types of chicken, but chicken breast is really the best. Chicken breast is really the best. Chicken breast is the it is the cleanest when it comes to calorie counting. I'm not preachy vegan. Okay. The only thing about veganism, I've seen vegans where their body will retain so much water because they're not doing it correctly. So what happens? So what happens is their bodies, they'll lose muscle mass, and then their body will protect itself by having water, and so they have a lot of fluid retention protecting their body. That's why I'm against it, because it actually like can be not good for you. It can make your body super inflamed if you don't know how to do it right. The only way to do veganism right is if you know so you have to know how to complete the protein. And there's research that you can do to look up like which vegetables you eat with which vegetables to complete the protein, I believe. And if you know how to do that, and if you can look up and do the research and you can do it correctly, then yes, I'm all like, do it. That's great. But the problem is a lot of times a lot of vegans don't get enough protein. They end up eating too many carbs, and they end up either gaining weight or gaining inflammation. I'm more of a believer, if you don't want to eat meat, like, be pescatarian. But a lot of people don't like fish. A lot of people hate, I think pescatarian you can eat fish, right? Pescatarian diet includes meat and poultry, but it excludes meat and poultry, but includes fish and seafood. Okay, yeah. So you can eat, like, pescatarian, you can eat fish, and you can eat dairy and eggs, which I actually agree with as well. If you wanted to not eat meat at all, and you wanted to just stick to like more that realm, I would say pescatarian would be a better route. Hello, Monkey Gameplays. How are you? I'm not a meat crusader. I don't, hence why I eat meat still. I buy enough at least 4 times a month. You don't like seafood? Oh no. I'm a big seafood fan. I could be pescatarian. But I don't think I could be vegan. I will say, like, red fox. Yes, the red fox. Love crab and lobster. Crab and lobster is pretty good. I like salmon. Salmon's like my favorite. But I have seen full body transformations go from like overweight to like super in shape, and the biggest component is really working out and eating enough protein. And then and I don't know if you're male or female. Based on that, like, you also have to make sure your testosterone is good, but like that's all doctor related. That's not like, I wouldn't know, because I know testosterone plays a part in gaining mass. And you should try flatfish and don't move too much so their meat is tender, mainly at Asian restaurants. I'll have to try that. Crab, lobster, and stuff I don't like because it's worked for so little. Man, I'm a crawfish eater. You give me a crawfish, I could just like, I can go through a whole thing of crawfish and like nothing. I know how to peel them and everything. I'm so good at it too. Perfected it. Actually, it's because my family does a lot of crawfish broils, so and when you gotta peel them, you gotta peel them, and when you learn how to peel them fast. So again, I'm sorry if anyone here is vegan and y'all just now hate me. I'm so sorry. Hello, hello, the Aura Bloom. How are you? Oh, it's a cute little Jigglypuff. Crab, lobster, and stuff I don't like. Okay, I read that. Well, crawfish is like if a shrimp and a lobster had a baby. I never thought of that. I always think of them like cockroaches. They're really probably not great for you. Because they're like bottom feeders. I'm pretty sure they eat everything terrible on the bottom of the sea, and we just like eat them up. I bet they're just like really bad. I bet crawfish are just like terrible for you. But I still eat them. I'll eat that garbage. Why should I get fussy over what you eat? I mean, you can get mad at what I eat. I'll get mad at what you eat. You can get mad at what I eat. But yes, eating vegetables does help. I will tell you though, I did have a time where I was trying to like lose some weight, and I was just eating salads. Like that's all I was eating. I was just eating salads. And I wasn't losing weight. I'm telling you, I was eating salads and sticking to pretty strict, and I wasn't losing weight. It wasn't until I started drinking extra protein shakes to supplement it, and then I realized then I started actually losing the pounds. I'm aware of the stereotype of the fanatical vegan. Yeah, I'm just like, I had a best friend, she was vegan. And I kid you not, she probably gained like 100 to 200 pounds. Primarily, I mean, okay, to be fair, like, she probably didn't do it correctly. She ate a lot of potatoes. And I'm gonna tell you, potatoes, like, spike your insulin, I think, as high as cake. Like, like a baked potato. So what's weird about potatoes, if you actually, like, look up potatoes, I've done a lot of research, guys. Like, I've done a lot of research. If you look at a potato, if you eat it raw, it actually isn't as bad for you as if you bake it. If you bake it, it spikes your insulin. Those people have lost the plot. Yeah, you mean like fanatic vegans? Hey, I'm just trying to give my 2 cents. Garbage protein, vitamin B. Okay, you know what? Yes, it has all those things. I'm saying it's a garbage protein is because it's probably eating all the radiation on the bottom of the floor of the ocean and all the trash and all the garbage. Not only does it have those vitamins, it probably also has like microtoxins that you're probably not supposed to eat. Am I wrong or no? Am I wrong? When did she eat Cheetos and Ho-Ho-Hos and call it vegan and actually ate vegan? I mean, I think she tried. So she ate vegan not for health reasons. Again, I'm talking about a friend, like, she was a friend a long time ago, but like, she ate veganism because she didn't want to hurt the animals. She felt a way about the animals. Now, eventually she ended up eating, like, meat and stuff later, but for a long time, she would not touch meat. It's all good. Don't crawfish live in ponds or the ocean? I thought they live in the ocean. You agree? Wait, let me look it up. Okay, I know they eat garbage. Where do crayfish live? Oh, they're freshwater. Never mind. But they live in, okay, including streams, rivers, lakes, and ponds and swamps. Because it depends on where in the swamp you're getting your little... I thought they lived in the ocean. I didn't realize they were freshwater. That's how much I know about crawfish. I know... Let me look it up. Okay, so... Are crayfish healthy to eat? Yeah, they're good for you. Okay. Even though they are dead, no, are bottom. I don't know, like when my dad gets a whole bag of them, they look all muddy and icky. They're generally healthy. Okay, so actually they're healthy. My bad, they're not trash protein. I learned something new. Apparently they're freshwater fish. I thought that they came out of the ocean. I thought they were like, because when my dad gets like a bag of these things, okay, they come they come to the house looking all gross and nasty, like they've been living in like a sewer. They do. They come in looking like they come looking like they came out of the sewer. So I'm like worried if they're eating off of poo or something. And I'm like, ugh, look at these things. They taste so good, but I don't know if they're good for you. But apparently they are. So you got me there. One reason to do vegan is plants are lower in the ecosystem, so less likely to collect toxins and diseases where meat can. Depends on where you live. Because I think the problem with that statement is a lot of places use pesticides and a lot of chemicals. Even if they're like quote unquote organic, they still have to keep the bugs from eating them, so they do something. I mean, the bugs will... If you've ever had a garden, like, and I mean like a legit garden, and like let's say you plant lettuce. I mean, I've done this, okay? Unless you spray them or you do certain special things, those plants get eaten by everything and anything. So, I mean, I don't see how they can plant hundreds of thousands of plants and expect them to not get eaten, even organic. I'm just going to be fair and honest. So, I mean, it depends on where you live. I know the EU has different standards than like the US. So, I mean, I think it depends. And also with meat, it depends on where you get it. So, like, if you tend to get meat, it depends on where you get your meat. Like, I go to a specific meat market, and I know their meat is higher quality. If you get meat that is lower quality and you don't know where that meat's come from, then sure, yeah, I mean, it can be pumped up with who knows what. And then also it depends on where, if you like, let's say you live in the US, like I know meat is better in certain places in the US than like others. So, I mean, that just depends on where you get your meat. And there are, if you are concerned about where your meat comes from, you can order it from special places, like certain meat places that are safer. Anyways, I don't hear problems about corn being packed with small spaces like chickens do. So, okay, so let me backtrack on the whole, like, meat thing. So, I say protein helps you lose weight. You can get your protein from whey protein. You can get your protein from vegan protein powder. As long as it's a complete protein, the more protein you take, and from what I, like, okay, I've known bodybuilders. I've known bodybuilders, they typically eat their body weight in protein. So, like, if you're trying to gain muscle mass and you're trying to lose weight, like, eating more protein the better. From what they do, it seems to work. So, like, I don't know how you get your protein. Chicken is the one protein that is the best for it not having as much fat. I prefer eating steak and, like, cow meat. Because cow meat, what am I trying to say? Cow meat is, To me, it's healthier. They don't, I mean, it's healthier in that they usually graze more, and if you find grass-fed cows, like, I think it's a healthier meat. It has typically has more fat in it, but I think it can be a healthier meat. Leaves, algae, insects, small fish, worms, snails. They also eat aquatic plants, fruits, and vegetables, carrots, and peas. The crawfish diet. Yeah, I was wrong about crawfish. I'm learning now. Nothing free of risk. Yeah, I agree. Nothing free of risk. My mom has a garden full of tomato, passion fruit, lettuce, Chinese, broccoli, and peas. Yummy. I think as vegan, I'm getting lower risk. Okay. Hey Jax, how's everyone? How you doing? Everyone's getting sick? Yeah, I mean, I got type A flu. It was really bad. It's cool. I'm just talking about food, man. And this is all some of it's my opinion and based on opinions of people I know. I'm not an expert. I did personal training, but like I'm not a nutrition expert. I do have nutritionist friends or dietitian friends, I should say. I have dietitian friends who have an education. And I can tell you what they recommend. But protein is just really the way to go. I'm just telling you. Now, I think vegetables are really good in vitamins. Also, if you want to like consider something a superfood, eggs. Eggs have like every vitamin, I think. Like, eggs have every like nutrient that you absolutely need. So like, but they're not, you have to eat a lot of eggs to get a lot of protein. But they do have protein. I feel like I might get sick soon. Don't say that. Don't feel that about yourself. I've seen a video of how much meat a cow can produce. It's a lot. I have to go. Oh no! I'm sorry you have to go. You know what, actually, like, another thing, like, game meat, also is, very high in, is actually, like, as cage-free as it gets. Game meat. Like deer. You need meat because you are susceptible to fatty liver, because fat in the liver needs that type of protein to be carried away. You also are more prone to fractures and anemia. Anemia is a thing, yes. Prone to fractures is the when you're saying fractures, is that because you what am I thinking? Like you're talking about like osteoporosis? You mean like fractures like your bone density? Sorry, I'm looking up something. So like calcium, right? So like I would think like calcium is more bone related. But yeah, if you're trying to like help with bone stuff, I think that's calcium based. Which a lot of is that like you can actually, there's a lot of calcium I think in like, well now they're putting it in dairy, but you can have like leafy greens with calcium and nuts and stuff. But yeah, back in the day, I used to train people and personal train, and there's a lot of interesting things with food science. It's a lot of fun to learn. So like for a long time, because you need the fat and meat to build skeletal structure. Okay. I mean, I'm pro eating meat. I'm just gonna I'm saying that straight out this video. Like, I am not pro vegan. I think if you're vegan, I think you have to do it Right. And I'm just not even sure it's really how we're supposed to be. I just I really believe that we're omnivores. I just really do. I think to say that we are vegan, that we're supposed to be vegan and only eat berries and vegetables, I don't believe in it. Like I just personally just don't believe in it. Without the skeletal structure, you can be more prone to bone fractures. I mean, I believe it. I believe it. I mean, I 100% believe that we're at least supposed to be eating fish. And, I mean, you can eat eggs. Why not eat eggs? Are like some of the best things on the planet. Why wouldn't you eat eggs? Are you still here, Jax? Or did you leave? My friend Jax leave? I think everyone else left. We were talking too much about food and everyone decided to leave. But you taught me something about crawfish that I didn't know. I thought that they were like nasty bottom feeders. Like tilapia, I think tilapia is like I think that's the only fish I will not eat is tilapia cuz they eat like crap. I think it's like tilapia. Let me see. Food. Let me see. Tilapia food source. I want to say these are trash fish. Yeah, they eat anything. They're nasty. They'll eat on other dead things too. I think tilapia is the one that's like they're just like garbage. Garbage fish. Anemia without meat is caused because meat has iron-rich hemoglobin, which is the source of red streaks in the red in steaks, and iron can help with blood, which means no meat means anemic rich. So my question is, let me look it up. Can you fix anemia while vegan? You can fix anemia on I mean, this is according to AI on Google. That's what this says. You can fix anemia on vegan diet by focusing on iron-rich plant foods. But I don't know. I think like steaks, like one of the best ways if you're like feeling like your iron's low, like just eat a juicy red steak. Like eat it as like raw as you can. I mean, like, hey, don't listen to me. I like sushi, so it's like raw. I like rare steak, like I say rare to medium rare. I mean, I don't want it too blood. Okay, if I'm going to a Brazilian steakhouse, that steak is going to be bloody. I do not care. But meat generally has more iron. Yes, I agree. So people will go for the meat more. I would agree with that. I think there are a lot of like iron in like leafy greens and stuff. My biggest problem with my biggest problem with veganism is not doing it properly, not getting the complete protein. And then your body, I mean, I've seen it multiple times, not just once, where someone who's vegan isn't doing it properly and their body has like a lot of fluid retention, and their muscles they lose muscle mass, and their body's trying to protect itself because it has not as much muscle mass. So like it's just all fluid, and it's like it's wild to me. I mean, I just think that it's just I just would rather eat meat. Now, vegan people are... What is that? What does that mean? Now as far as like bad meat sources, yeah, I've seen the videos on like people packing chickens into like one place. That's not good for them either. I mean, like they inject a lot of like I think they have like said that they've injected like stuff to make them bigger, or like giving them medicines to make them bigger. Or 10 kilogram, but what does that mean? I get what that is, but I don't know what that means. Vegan people are 10 kilogram. What does that mean? Is that like a joke? I don't know. But like I've seen those videos where like chickens, they're like packed. They feed them a bunch of like medicines and stuff, or like they do like genetic modifications, whatever, like genetic. But like I had even someone go as far as studying a kilogram. Oh, okay. I get what you're saying. I'm trying to think of how to word this. Genetically modified. So I actually met someone who like really researched into genetic modification of food. And she actually did a lot of research, and she actually found that a lot of things are just now genetically modified. Now, I don't know as much about the genetically modified stuff. Like what is... Actually, I'm gonna look it up. This has like got me into researching stuff. I'm learning. Okay. So the concerns about genetically modified foods focus on potentially health risks like allergies or unknown long-term effects in increased pesticide herbicide use, the environmental impacts such as reduced biodiversity and superweeds. Okay. But like, she was telling me she did a lot of research and a lot of stuff is genetically modified. Like, it's hard to, I mean, okay, so I think, I think certain countries don't allow it. I'm looking at what countries ban GMOs. Russia, Mexico, China, and India. Okay. Because I heard that some countries ban GMOs. Many member states, France, Germany, Italy, Austria, opt out to block GMO crop cultivation. Interesting. But I find that, like, I think GMOs are, like a big thing. Like, they're just, is in everything now. Anyways, didn't mean to go on that loophole. I just feel like I ran and went through a whole loophole. And again, like, I have to say this, like, some of it's my opinion. Some of it's like, this is based off of what I think science has told us. This is what I've seen, based on what I've seen. But I'm not an expert. So if you were to talk to an expert, I have friends that are experts, but I'm not the expert. So I cannot give y'all food advice. I cannot. But I can't give you food advice to you specifically. I can only tell you what I, like, the facts that I know. But anyways, Is there anything else that y'all would like to bring up in the stream? Pretty much talked about me being sick, and then we got on the food topic. There are definitely some, like, there's definitely some, what is it, YouTube Shorts? 'Cause I don't really watch a whole lot of TikTok. I kind of stay off of TikTok because I just don't spend a lot of time there. But I am on YouTube a lot because, like, primarily my audience is from YouTube. So, like, I watch a lot of YouTube Shorts, and some of them are very interesting. Found a guy running Windows 11 on his Nintendo Switch. I'm assuming that says Switch. That is interesting. He must have, like, messed with it, though. I don't know, does Nintendo have rules around that kind of stuff? Yeah, Nintendo has strict rules against hacking consoles. Like, they're mad about that stuff. Like, Nintendo is like, so Nintendo, out of every, like, game producer or any, like, sort of game stuff, Nintendo, he just used a USB on it and jailbroke it. Yeah, like, Nintendo gets really mad at that kind of stuff. They don't want anyone emulating their stuff. They don't want anything jailbroken. They get really upset. Which is interesting. Nintendo more than others. That's why it's like, I have a friend of mine who has made, I'm gonna say it, Winter has made a fan game for Pokemon, and I'd love to play it. Actually, I'd love to play it for y'all. He completely made this, I think he made the whole Pokemon game himself, and I would like I said, I would love to play it for y'all, but, like, I'm concerned that Nintendo, I don't know, because Nintendo actually will, like, if they're not happy with, like, you playing something, or they don't like something that you're doing, like, they will call you out. Like, they'll, even if I'm, like, a smaller creator, if they don't like it, they won't have it. So, like, I'm kind of worried about it, but, like, then people have made, I think Mario Mon is, like, literally a fan game. So he used Ubuntu's I don't care about this system and installed Windows 11. Excuse me. He flashed a USB on it, and then he jailbroke it. So I guess he showed how he jailbroke it. Yeah, if Nintendo finds that, they may be upset. I'm just saying. They're very strict. Like, and that's why, like, I hadn't played any of their games. If they find that video, they might get upset. I'm just saying. For real. They may ask them to take it down. Because they're, like, they really don't like their stuff messed with. But, again, I don't know what Nintendo will go after and what they don't. But they don't like certain things. That would be one that I would think that they would not like. So who knows? I thought about playing Nintendo games. I kind of want to play, what's that game? Animal Crossing? Because I've never played it. But I mean, it's old. Like, it's been out for a long time. And I think it just got a new update, or it's getting a new update. I'm making a game where you can explore the woods on Scratch. What could go wrong? So you're making a game? That's impressive. Like, how are you, so, like, I don't know anything about game making. Like, this is something that's a whole other realm. But like, I think there are websites out there that give you like game assets, right? Or do you have to like hire an artist to make them, or how does that work? Like, I think there are like certain programs that you can use the assets, but like coding a game just sounds like a whole deal in and of itself. I could probably figure out, because like I catch on things quick. Like I had a friend of mine who was like, "Hey, I need you to build a website." I'm like, okay. Like, I know by this time, again, this was years ago. It was probably over 10 years ago. I was like, I know HTML. Sure, I can do the website. No, it was in CSS. It was in C plus or CSS, and I'm like, I don't know anything about this. I figured it out in a day. I totally built a website in one day. But it was not fun. I didn't really like it. I'm making a game where you can explore the. Oh, I already read that. I like the voice acting ideas, coding, all of the art and stuff. Oh, you did all the voice acting ideas, coding, art and stuff. That's really cool. So is that why your monkey game plays? Cause are you making? Do you make stuff for your channel? Like, do you make whole games for your channel? That'd be like really cool. Let me see. I don't like, I need to check to see if my babysitter's still here. I need to see, cause like, I might have to go. Oh, where's all my videos? Game chat. It was under game chat. So like, while I was sick, I had like some videos. You code games, animate, and do gameplays. That's awesome. That is really cool. Hello, hello, Shaosan. How are you? Okay, I was gonna show y'all some videos. Okay, let me move my VTuber over. There we go. Perfect. So I was gonna show y'all. I was gonna show y'all some of my videos. These are shorts that I've. Let me see. Okay.
Pokemon that were created.
Okay. This one, hold on, I'm looking at something. Okay. Alright, so this one's a short that I saw in what was it? This one's about, so I like to watch these like Pokemon ones. Cool transition. Thank you. I just got that.
Pokemon that were created but got cut at the last minute. Back in 1990, 6 years before Pokemon Red and Blue hit the shelves, Game Freak was developing an early pitch called Capsule Monsters, where creators Satoshi Tajiri and Ken Sugimori designed a terrifying creature explicitly labeled Number 1. And instead of Raiden or Bulbasaur, this first monster was a screaming Godzilla.
Like, look at this. It's kind of cute. Like, I could totally see this as a Pokemon. I mean, this looks kind of like, what is that Pokemon's name? Livitor? Levidor? Is it Levitor? Hold on. Anyway, I think it's called Levitor. Levitor Pokemon. No. What is the green Pokemon? Green Pokemon with spikes. Alright, Tyranitar, but what is Tyranitar's? It kind of looks like Tyranitar, but it looks like a mini version of Tyranitar. I see, what is Tyranitar? Tyranitar's evolution. Okay, so maybe I'm thinking of Larvitar? Larvitar? I don't know. Kind of looks like Tyranitar.
Godzilla-like dinosaur named Gyaun that was originally programmed to be the very first entry in the game's code. But just before the game was finished, Gyaun was completely erased from the
His name was Gyaun.
roster. You see, because the original Game Boy cartridges had such limited memory, the development team ruthlessly deleted Gyaun to make room for more unique design since he looked too much like a generic kaiju. Consequently, his internal index number was seized by Raiden, and his electronic roar was pitched up and recycled.
So they thought he wasn't cool enough. They're like, we came up with a whole Pokemon, and it just wasn't cool enough. So we're gonna just, like, scrap it. Because, like, the Pokemon, we just don't have enough memory.
For Ivysaur, making it seem like Gyaun was gone forever. But then the game's artists secretly decided to save him since they had already spent time drawing
Look at that. This is a whole pixel art
for Gyaun and refused to throw it away. They took his original sprite and shrunk it down to look like a cute plush toy, hiding it.
See, that is adorable. Like, it's so cute. It looks like a little frog, though. It looks so cute.
Toy, hiding it deep inside the game as a specific battle animation, so whenever you use the move substitute and see that little green dinosaur appear, you aren't looking at a random toy, but rather the fossilized remains of Gyaun.
See? Isn't that cool? Ay. Let me see if I can find... I thought that was like a cool little thing for Pokemon. Frag. It's a little frog. It's got a little frog. They have really cool videos. That is, who is this by? Computer Go. Why are you not? That is by Pokey Fragments. I think I subbed to them because I'm so fascinated by, like, the Pokemon thing. Okay. My new favorite Pokemon. What is that Pokemon? Gyaun. Oh, Gyaun. Gyaun. Yes, it's a little frag. Okay, y'all have to see this. This is insane, okay? I'm like, whoever spends the time to do this is just nuts. Okay, hold on.
Pokemon Legends.
I gotta pull this up. Y'all have to see this. This is insane. Okay. Alright. Can I make it bigger? The other one I can make bigger. Why did it not do that? Uh-oh. Okay. It's fine. Okay. So why can't I look at... Because I put it on a different monitor. It doesn't want to do it. Hold on. Let me try to fix it. Gyaun. Okay, here it is. Okay. Okay.
Pokemon Legends ZA is disappointing. One of the big complaints about ZA is that the map is small, only taking place in a single city.
What is this?
I love this.
A center for ants!
A center for ants? What is this? But hey, that's just a theory. Game theory, yes. Okay, watch this. This is insane. This is insane.
how small is it really? Well, Pikachu is 40.6 centimeters tall, and so by putting him on this slab, I can use pixel measurements to determine that one slab is 91.65 centimeters.
Okay, this right here is like Evox logic. Evox figured out how much a card is measured, and that's how he measured Yami versus Yugi. This dude took Pikachu and measured a slab in the game.
I then ran across 12 of these slabs, which measured in at around 1,100 centimeters, and timed how long it took me, around 2 seconds and 5 frames. And
So, like, who does this? Like, I love that he did this, but like, who does this?
so by using speed equals distance divided by time, our running speed turned out to be around 5.28 meters per second. I then ran from the center of the city to the outer edge to measure the city's radius. It took me around 58 seconds, meaning the
That's so
radius of this
crazy.
circle city is around 306 meters.
Okay, it literally figured out how many centimeters each slab, how long it takes him, and how many slabs, and how much. I mean, like, he literally spent time like counting and calculating this.
Now, we just need our area, which is pi r squared. So we plug in our radius and find that the city of Lumiose has a total area of just 0.295 square kilometers or 0.11 square miles. That is 3/4 the size of the Mall of America. Maybe that's fine for a day trip, but for an entire Pokemon game? Pokemon Legends ZA is...
See, like, that is insane. Like, what? He figured that out by himself. I mean, maybe it's sound logic, right? But like, ain't my life, but Pikachu would say Pika, Pika, Pikachu, Pika. Yeah, I can't right now. I've got a cold. Oh, I'm getting over the flu. But he literally calculated that whole circle. I guess it is small. It's really small. I mean, for a game. Let me see, like one last, I think there's one more video I looked up. Oh, this one. This is also crazy. Okay, let me see if I can pull this up the same way. Okay. This is also like crazy. Whoever did this.
Craziest accomplishments in Pokemon history. Back in 2021, a YouTuber named Ma Drybeard decided to beat Pokemon Fire Red using only a Magikarp.
Only a Magikarp. Okay? Try playing Plants vs. Zombies on a stream sometime soon. I know, I'm gonna have to, right? Because I played Plants vs. Zombies for a while. I still gotta finish playing Plants vs. Zombies. Look, he decided to beat the whole game with a Magikarp.
A creature famous for being the most useless Pokemon of all time due to its terrible stats and the fact that for a long time it only...
Who does this? Like, I'm like, let's play with the most useless creature in the entire game. Magikarp sucks. I know. Hold on, I gotta back it up. It only knows Splash. Like,
fact that for a long time it only knows Splash, a move that literally does nothing. But the nightmare started immediately because Magikarp doesn't learn an actual attack until level 15, meaning he had to enter wild battles and use Splash 40 times until he ran out of moves, forcing him to use Struggle, a move that hurts the user to slowly defeat enemies for hours just to get his first real attack. But
so this dude uses it 40 times until he was absolutely out. Just to use Struggle. Like, I would have been so frustrated. I would have kicked the game to the curb already. I couldn't do this. I wouldn't have the patience.
Game wasn't done with him yet, as he reached the Elite Four member, Agatha, only to find his attacks were useless against her ghost Pokemon, forcing him to return to his desperate strategy of wasting every single move just to use Struggle to hit the ghosts while constantly healing to stay alive. But then, eventually, the entire run came down to one single turn in the final battle against Lance. You see, staring down a Dragonite with no healing items and only 25 health remaining, he risked it all on a move called Flail, and miraculously, he landed a critical hit that took the Dragonite down.
He won miraculously by a critical hit.
Finally making the Magikarp the champion after 60 hours of suffering. craziest accomplishments.
That is like nuts. Again, that was by Pokey Fragments. So go check them out. They have a lot of cool videos. That's not only it. They have a lot of cool videos. The other one was by The Game Theorists. Go check them out too. So, and they're all on my Discord, so if y'all want to go check them out, go support them. Magikarp sucks. Somehow beat the whole game with Magikarp. I don't know how. Well, guys. I don't know why, but my stinger kind of messes up. It goes all the way at the bottom. I don't know why it messes up, but it goes all the way at the bottom instead of in the middle of the screen. When it comes to my magical background, I don't really know why. I mean, it shouldn't. Makes no sense to me. But anyways, I'm gonna probably call stream here because I am gonna go take care of my baby. I just wanted to come in and say hi, see how everyone's doing. I don't know how we got on a food topic. Like, that was just so random. And don't hate me, vegans. I'm sorry. I'm not a vegan fan. Not a fan of me being vegan. Like, y'all can do whatever you want. I'm not gonna like tell you what to do. I'm just gonna kind of tell you what I know. But like, look, you do what you want to do. I'm not gonna. Don't hate me. Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. I'm designing stuff for my game right now. That's awesome. That'd be cool. It'd be really, really cool to see what you can come up with. But anyways, guys, I guess I'm probably gonna cut stream here, and then if I have time, if I have the ability, I would love to stream maybe like Plants vs Zombies, and some other stuff. I know I played some World of Warcraft. I'm not a fan of vegans either. Anti-vegans unite. No, I shouldn't say that. I just am not a vegan fan. I don't, okay, this is my like whole on belief is like you can do whatever you want. Like, I don't care. You can be whoever you want to be. You can do whatever you want to do. You can have whatever beliefs you want to believe, and I am not going to say like I'm not going to say anything that's like against you. Like, that's cool. I'm just going to tell you though, like if I don't believe in it, I'm like, look, I don't believe in it, but like you can do whatever you want. Like, I'm not gonna like sit here and tell you, I might say I think you're wrong in the sense that like I don't believe in it, but like I don't know, that's not really the right way to say it. It sounds so bad. I don't mean it that way. I mean, like I'll just say I won't believe in it. You can do whatever you want to do, but we're all friends. I'll still be your friend. Like, my best friend was vegan. My best friend for like 4 or 5 years. We're not friends anymore, but it's not because she was vegan. That's a long story. But like, she was my best friend for like 4 or 5 years, and she was vegan, and I just, I accept it. It's fine. Like, we'll be friends, but I'm not agree with it. That's funny. So we're not friends, but it's not because she was vegan. That was a whole other story. The only time I'm not your friend is if like the only time I'm not your friend is if like you're mean to me. Don't be mean to me. Don't make fun of me. I'm just kidding. Do whatever you want. I don't care. Alright, guys, I gotta go check on the baby. Actually, I'll just BRB. Let me BRB real quick, and then maybe if the baby's fine and she's asleep, then I'll maybe play a game or something. So I'll be right back. Alright, guys. Oh, there we go. I lagged. Alright, guys. I will probably actually have to end stream because I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna help. My brother's watching my baby, but he's my brother. I need to go take care of my baby soon. Man, you got like the raw me today. I think it's because like I've been sick and I've just been like my head's all fuzzy and hazy, and y'all just like got the raw rose time. Thank you guys for whoever tuned in, and I'm sorry I couldn't spend any time and play games. I honestly thought I was only going to stream for 30 minutes, but I actually am glad that I got some time with y'all and talking, and it's been fun. I want to do more. I enjoy streams. I enjoy putting them on. I enjoy doing them. So I'll see you guys next time, and toodaloo.